Okay, so I've never done one of these before, but I have an Xbox One controller here with faulty problems with it. The left joystick continues to drift forward, unlike any other controller I've had, so I contacted Microsoft and I'm out of warranty because I've had it for more than a year. And I've seen other people listings with the same problem, and they all kind of have different results. So unfortunately, mine is defective. So I removed the lid and I removed a lot of the other components, like the rumble packs are actually soldered to the board this time, unlike the 360s that could be easily taken apart. And then it also has these pads that snap off the controller that are really easy to kind of take off to get to it. And of course the back, which is just a back. I did spend $75 on this guy because I did get the rechargeable kit with it. So I'm kind of frustrated that it broke this easily. So if I remove the backing, here's some more. I'll cut to that because there's actually two boards within inside of this controller. So I'm thinking that with the correct amount of repair that it should be easily to find a broken one that has a problem different than mine, and I can just replace the board. So I'll show that in a sec. Alright, so this is the part I was referring to earlier. This is the board for the controller joysticks. My left joystick here, like I said previously, would just drift upward, and it won't allow me to play any types of games with that, which is a real bummer. So there are two boards in the Xbox One controller, so this is the second one, or the first one that you can be found. The other one is actually located even more inside of the controller itself. You can remove them through the screws right there, and then you just have the backing. So I am going to order on eBay a controller that doesn't turn on, anything that won't have the similar problem that I have here, and I will see if I can take this exact same board out of that controller and then put it into this one, so that way I can have my original two working ones that I've had before. So we'll see when we can order the part, and we will figure it out later on. Alright, so fast forward a couple days here and we finally got the package. It arrived on the day it said, so that's always good when it comes to anything. Now the packaging seems to be pretty good. I already cut the seal, but a little shaking inside. So we'll figure out what the contents lie. So I'll just open it up here. So a little bit of shaking, but I presume that's one of the back covers for the battery. So it looks like there's a bag within a bag here. So just a big plastic bag. I got some notes. Then we got this guy right here with looks to be a little bit more packaging. So I'm going to cut this, then I'll open that up and we'll get to what else is inside. So it looks like that rattling was the back battery cover. They sent a little letter with feedback. So the controller is here. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look to be opened, which is a good sign. The joysticks are pretty wiggly, a little bit more wiggly than mine, but the pads are pretty torn up. You guys can see that. I can focus really quickly. Yep, there we go. So they're kind of chewed up, wiggly. There's some dirt, but nothing to the point where I think it's hopefully going to not be repairable. So we'll hook this guy up. We'll put batteries in it. We'll see if it turns on. We'll see if it also turns on with the cable, and we'll take it apart and see if it works. So I have my copy of Halo the Master Chief Collection running, and the surprising thing about the controller is it actually does turn on, even though it said it didn't. So we're gonna try to sync it to the system here.
let's see, I think they had sync buttons on the left side. There it is. Okay. There should be a sync button on the top of the controller. Looks like it just died. Let's try that again. So it doesn't look like it wants to stay on too terribly long, so that could be the faulty problem within it. Let's try the cable with it, the power adapter thing. Whoops. Kind of difficult to do with one hand. Let's just put it in. So I'm gonna put the. There we go. All right. So it looks like with a solid connection, it still turns off. So this appears to be the. Doesn't want to charge. Doesn't want to do anything. It's a bummer. I wish I could have seen it work just a little bit. So battery pack is in there. I'm getting nothing. So I guess we'll strip it down and see what happens when we get to that component. Okay, so further tear down. So I took the top piece off. I took the bottom piece off. It looks like our victim of the controller here is a pop spill. All the buttons are really sticky. They don't want to go down as easy. Like, you really have to push on them. Like, everything's just sticky. But the joysticks appear to be not very wiggly, which is a good sign. So it could have died early on before they really got to use the thing. So I'll tear it down more and we'll see if we can get this thing into the new controller. Alright, so I got it down to the component that I need. So hopefully this will replace the one that I already have broken with the drifting joystick that continues to go forward. We'll put it in the one that doesn't have all the sticky buttons and see if it works. So I'll put everything kind of all back in and then we'll do a final little shot to see if everything goes together. Okay, so I got the controller all hooked back up. Everything seems to be good. I'm going to reinsert the charging battery pack here quickly and we'll fire it up, see if it works. So I've inserted that and we'll insert, oops, hopefully it doesn't break. These are always a pain. Alright, whatever, we'll skip that for now. We'll just fire it up. So I had to flip games really quickly. I actually have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So it looks to sync. I'm gonna close out of that. We'll start a game. And we'll just see if I can move around here. Try to focus a little bit better. There we go. So hopefully all is well and I don't get any upward drift. I used my original joystick too. So nothing so far. Buttons seem to work. Okay. I guess this is the Twitch shooter to really try this on to see if it indeed works. Give it a couple seconds. Alright. Move to the left, move to the right, up and down. Alright, I'm gonna let it sit. Alright. Sweet. No drift whatsoever. I'll run. Stop. No drift. Let's try going prone. There we go. The other button seems to work. Still no drift. Sweet. So that fix worked out really nicely. It saved me $40 from buying a new one. And all I did was take one controller that didn't work and flip the board out with this new one, and seems to work just well. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Have a good one.